Good Monday morning, take two. I do not know what's up with my internet sometimes or my phone, but here we are again. I just wanted to say good morning. If you're not used to these, my name is Lindsay House. I am a dietitian, a personal trainer, and an accountability coach, author, coming at you live every Monday morning to get you jump started and out the door. I needed it a little bit this morning because I always say happy Monday morning, and I was not having a happy Monday morning. We did family movie night last night and watched Bridge to Terabithia. Has anybody seen that? And I don't want to do a spoiler alert here, but sad. The kids and I and my husband all went to bed like, whew, that was like, I gotta think of something happy, but it was a really good movie. It was just really sad. So anyways, I need to like jump kick out of that. I even woke up like a little solemn this morning. So time to jump out of that and find some smiles and get the day started right. So I wanted to also quickly just say thank you. Last week we kind of broke away. Thanks for understanding that from more of our normal topics. We hit the kid direction a little bit more. And the kid part was, I feel like it was a topic that came in that it felt important to talk about. And then I got this amazing opportunity to interview pediatric dietitian Amy Reed. So if you didn't get a chance to listen to that last Friday, shut this down, pop over to iTunes and check that out because there's just some really good information and content and resources. I always tell you this, but like whether it's me or Amy, somebody that I introduce you to in an interview, use your resources. If there's ever a topic that you're like, oh, you could really talk to somebody about this for a minute, or this topic really, like, you know, my family's nutrition, I am worried about it. I don't know if I'm doing this right. That to just know that reach out to your resources. That's what we're all here for, right? But she was wonderful. And then that just gave me the whole thought to like topics. Please keep sending topics, because why are you showing up, right, in the first place? Like when you turn on a Monday chat or a podcast, what are you hoping to hear? What is your thing that you're really you're watching out for? So give me some of those, because I feel like the more that we communicate, the more I can keep bringing interviews or topics you really have interest in. Today's topic is, I keep going back to this sermon, this series that we're coming out of, and it was called Small Things, Big Difference, which just fits exactly into what we talk about every day. But there was some really cool phrases, buzzwords, whatnot, that I feel like I would like to continue sharing with you, because they're just good daily reminders. They fit right into our nutrition and fitness, right there into all of our talks that we should be chatting about. So the talk for today, I was looking back through my journal, was what I want now versus what I want later. What's that like most? What do I want most versus what I want now? And one of the things that I was going to tell you as I'm looking back through my journal holds everything. It's like sermons and Monday morning chats and to-do lists, and I'm just telling you this as a thought, but if you ever feel scattered, if you ever feel like you're looking for like the right journal for the right moment, or the grocery list, or it really does help to keep everything in the same spot. And so just know that for some people that's like, what? No, I can't like combine all my stuff into one. It might be very freeing for you, but it might not either. So take that for what you will. But again, I was looking back, and one of the buzz things that I saw is what I want most versus what I want now. And I just wanted to give you a couple examples with that, and how we can really start to use that as daily talk and daily reminders of what we're fighting for. And so number one is clearly defining what you want most. In my example, I feel like I always come back to this with you, but sleep is such a big thing for me that it's always my number one example for you. So what I want most is to be rested enough that I like my personality the next day, that I like how I'm handling a situation with my kids, or maybe not even like it, but like I'm not walking away regretting how I just handled a situation. I'm not throwing kids on the bus regretting that I snapped, or putting them into bed regretting how that night went down. And please don't get me wrong, I'm not not perfect in that area whatsoever. I just feel like it's an area that I tend to fight for. It's a what I want most type of thing. And so my example with this is what I want now sometimes is to stay up, to read the extra chapter in the book, or to stay up and watch the extra show at night. Um, and what that ends up turning into is too tired, and then I don't like what's happening the next day. So take that with any instance for goals that you're working on. There's always a what I want now versus what I want most, right? And so just using that same example, if I say what I want most is to be well rested, but what I want now is to watch that extra show, then I have to switch the thought process with it. I have to switch the behavior with it, right? Like I have to watch one and then turn it off and go to bed so that I can keep fighting for what I want most is how I want to feel the next day. Okay, so clearly define what you want most. And a good way to think about this is, let me give you a few more examples. Like what I want most, I want to lose enough weight so that I can get surgery so that my back feels better. But what I want now is to go enjoy lunch out with my coworkers, and I want to eat out. It just sounds fun. So that now part would have to shift so that the most part can happen. What I want most is to cross a marathon finish line. I want to make it over that line. I want to be able to really say I did it. But what I want now is to sleep in and not get up 2 hours to go do the training. So fill in your own blanks with what you want most versus what you want now. And we'll continue to talk about that. But that's really like your big bullet point for the day. And your homework is to make sure that you have the what you want nows, the barriers, I would call those, written out, because we all have a similar fight on a day-to-day basis in our own category, in our own area, and you're going to keep seeing those barriers pop up, and those are what the I want nows are versus what the I want most are. So again, so what we clearly are defining is what I want most and then what I want now, and write out a list of what those normal nows are for you. Okay. I think we're going to stop there. I am having technical difficulties today, so if we even just got that amount done, woohoo, right? Having a lot of direction, not perfection moments going on with this podcast. I think this Monday morning chat has really been, it's been pushing my limits here, so we'll see. I don't know what's going on. Have awesome weeks. If you feel like somebody needed to hear this today, please feel free to share it, push it out if it did in fact record. And I will be back on Friday for podcasting, and I'll shoot you out the topics for the week. Big hugs. Happy Monday. Talk soon. Okay. So this works. Goodbye.